10 Ways Introverts Intimidate People. While introverts are typically seen as quiet, reserved, or even shy, there are subtle traits and behaviors that can come across as intimidating to others. You might be surprised to learn that introverts, despite their peaceful and calm demeanor, can make others feel uneasy or even overwhelmed without trying. If you're an introvert, you might have noticed people reacting to you in ways you didn't expect. Or, if you know an introvert, you may have felt intimidated without understanding why. In this video, we'll uncover the psychological reasons behind this and how introverts can exude such powerful energy without even knowing it. 1. Their intense focus and observational skills. One of the main reasons introverts can intimidate people is their intense focus and keen observational skills. Unlike extroverts who are more talkative and open in social settings, introverts tend to sit back, observe, and absorb everything happening around them. This heightened attention can feel overwhelming for some because it may seem like the introvert is scrutinizing or judging them, even when that's not the case. You're at a social gathering, and while others are engaging in small talk, an introvert quietly observes the room. Their silence, combined with their intense gaze, can make others feel like they're being analyzed, which can be intimidating, especially if they're self-conscious. 2. Their ability to stay silent in conversations. Silence can be powerful, and introverts know how to wield it. Unlike extroverts who may fill every gap in conversation with chatter, introverts are comfortable with silence. This can be unsettling for people who are used to constant interaction. When someone doesn't rush to fill the silence, it can leave others feeling exposed or unsure of themselves. In a meeting or social setting, an introvert may stay quiet, listening deeply instead of contributing constantly. This silence can create tension, making others feel the need to justify themselves or prove something. The introvert's silence makes their presence feel powerful, even without words. 3. Their independence and self-sufficiency. Introverts are often highly independent and self-sufficient, which can make them seem aloof or distant. Because they don't rely on others for validation or social interaction, introverts give off an air of confidence in their solitude. This can be intimidating for people who are more socially dependent or need external validation. At work, an introvert may prefer to handle tasks on their own, without seeking much help or feedback. Their independence may be perceived as a sign of strength, which can unintentionally intimidate coworkers who rely on team support or constant feedback. 4. Their depth and preference for meaningful conversations. Introverts typically dislike small talk and prefer deep, meaningful conversations. When they engage in a conversation, they often dive straight into topics that matter, whether it's discussing life's purpose, personal values, or complex ideas. This can catch others off guard, especially those who aren't prepared to engage on that level. While most people at a party may be chatting about the latest TV shows, an introvert might ask about someone's biggest dreams or fears. This sudden shift to deeper topics can be overwhelming for some, who may feel exposed or vulnerable. 5. Their strong boundaries. Introverts are known for setting firm boundaries, especially when it comes to protecting their energy. They're not afraid to say no to plans, decline invitations, or limit social interactions when they need time to recharge. This can intimidate people who are used to more flexible or people-pleasing behaviors. An introvert may decline a coworker's repeated invites to after-work events. While the introvert is simply prioritizing their need for downtime, the coworker might interpret this as disinterest or rejection, feeling uneasy around the introvert. 6. Their mystery and reserved nature. Introverts tend to keep their personal thoughts and feelings to themselves, which can create an air of mystery. While extroverts are often open books, sharing details about their lives freely, introverts are much more selective about what they share and with whom. This reserved nature can be intimidating because it leaves people wondering what the introvert is really thinking or feeling. In a friendship or relationship, an introvert may take longer to open up emotionally, which can make the other person feel unsure about where they stand. This mystery can be intriguing, but also intimidating, as it requires patience and understanding. 7. Their calm demeanor in chaotic situations. When chaos erupts, introverts are often the ones who remain calm and composed. Their ability to stay level-headed in stressful situations can intimidate others who may be more reactive or emotional. Introverts process things internally, which allows them to think clearly and act strategically, even when everything around them is in disarray. In a crisis at work, while others might panic or rush to make decisions, the introvert remains calm, quietly assessing the situation before offering a solution. This calm confidence can be intimidating, especially to those who are overwhelmed by the situation. 8. Their confidence in solitude. Introverts thrive in solitude and don't need constant social interaction to feel fulfilled. This self-assuredness in being alone can make others feel uneasy, especially those who rely on social connections to feel validated. People who are uncomfortable with solitude may find introverts' preference for alone time intimidating because it's something they don't fully understand or appreciate. An introvert might choose to spend a weekend alone reading, while their extroverted friends are out socializing. The introvert's ability to enjoy solitude can make others question their own need for constant interaction, which can lead to feelings of intimidation or insecurity. 9. Their intense focus on personal growth. Introverts often focus heavily on self-reflection and personal growth, striving to improve themselves internally rather than seeking external validation. This dedication to self-improvement can intimidate those who aren't as introspective or who may feel threatened by someone who is constantly growing and evolving. An introvert who regularly engages in deep self-reflection, reads personal development books, and sets goals for personal growth may unintentionally intimidate a friend who doesn't prioritize self-improvement. The friend may feel insecure or inadequate in comparison. 10. Their high standards for relationships. Introverts typically value deep, meaningful relationships over casual connections. They don't waste time on shallow interactions, and they have high standards for who they allow into their inner circle. This can intimidate people who feel they need to prove themselves to earn the introvert's trust and friendship. An introvert might take their time getting to know someone before considering them a close friend. This selective approach to relationships can make others feel like they need to work harder to gain the introvert's approval, which can be intimidating. Introverts may not intend to intimidate others, but their quiet confidence, intense focus, and reserved nature can sometimes create an aura of mystery and strength that others find overwhelming. Their ability to stay calm under pressure, set boundaries, and focus on personal growth can make others feel insecure or unsure of themselves in comparison. However, it's important to remember that introverts aren't trying to be intimidating. They're simply being true to themselves. By understanding these behaviors, both introverts and extroverts can better navigate social dynamics and build stronger, more meaningful connections. If you're an introvert, embrace your strengths. And if you know an introvert, take the time to appreciate the unique qualities they bring to the table.